Delicate news for William, and there are already journalists in England who dare to blame him and even accuse him of having done something terrible to his wife. In the midst of strong rumors of divorce, in the midst of strong rumors of abdication, because Charles of England no longer has the energy or directly is no longer able to reign, in the midst truly complicated moment, we find two strategies within England. The majority of all the media to look for alternative culprits and to resort to the old instrument of beating Prince Harry for whatever good reason is the case of the British newspaper, The Sun, that surprisingly searches the newspaper archives to say the 4 times that Harry used Photoshop with Meghan, that is, as if that were relevant in England to these levels, is reaching the foul play in the British Isles to somehow save the king, not Charles of England, but the one that seems that William could be king but he could do it without a queen, is that in the last hours the theory that the divorce with respect to Kate could materialize is gaining more and more strength. However, what concerns us here is the double strategy that is being experienced in England. As I say, mainstream press looking for culprits is the case of accusing Harry of absolutely everything or simply, and this is the most creeping for me, and the most painful to accuse Kate of being the culprit. It really biases the theory that I don't think anyone outside of England believes that Kate had the brilliant idea to horrendously edit her photograph, to unpublish it, and to somehow silence the speculation regarding her health. We all know that Kate did not do it alone. Come on, I am clear that Kate was not on her computer retouching absolutely nothing, and that this message of apology from the Princess of Wales was not genuine either, but the truth is that we do not have to go back to Sunday Mother's Day, but a day later appeared this photograph that in social networks many also have enough debate about it. They point out that the figure of Kate is strange, that they have erased an earring, that the photograph could be reused again, because she is wearing again a turtleneck that they call in England a turtleneck that recalls precisely her last appearance back on December 25, 2023, and that somehow the photographic retouching would again be fully evident in this snapshot. This is the case of Leith Jones, the only journalist, we could almost say brave, who dares to appear in a very important media in England, as is the Daily Mail, and who headlines in her column article, that is to frame, in which she accuses William of truly terrible things. First, what he says is that we are not sold in England to somehow remove iron to the matter, and especially to remove weight to the criticism that what they are doing is attacking Kate. No one is attacking Kate, which is precisely what Leith Jones headlines, and what the British press is doing is directly pointing out that the damaged is Kate Middleton, when really the damaged, and we have been saying for quite a few videos, is neither more nor less than her husband, Prince William, who may be going through a sentimental and marital crisis, but certainly is not up to the circumstances, far from it. It is the case of what this journalist says, that sincerely she is not only concerned about the photo. By God, it was of Sunday, in which the errors are completely evident, but in this photograph that many or much of the British press buys as genuine and true, and yet unfortunately it would be again a bad edition by the Kensington Palace. Exactly what it says is that the bricks of the wall do not match, that through the window you see strange things, that many doubts arise, as for example why Kate and William suddenly only use one car, that this is not usual. How can it be that William is going to do one thing and she is going to do another, that this in the monarchy has never been something usual? It seems that Kate goes to run errands and William goes to do things, and to save gas they go together in the same car. Nobody understands it. And even this lady asks why Kate, for example, wears false eyelashes, why she wears her hair in a bun for a private appointment, that this is very strange, and that above all what is most surprising in all this is that there are obvious things like that they have erased her earrings. It seems that the brim of the hat is half erased, and that logically this generates many uncertainties, to the point that she takes it for granted that this photograph is again a tremendous and absolutely false, as we see the thing does not end there, and somehow what is clear, and what this journalist demonstrates, is the following. Kate Middleton is not cooperating. She was not the one who participated in this photogate, alluding to Watergate. She says this photogate, that way of going, that chaos, that before and after that marked that photograph published this past Sunday, and above all she, although she assumed the guilt, of course she was not the guilty one, comes to say this journalist. I share 100% her words, but yes, not only says that Kate is innocent, but also points to Kensington Palace, Buckingham Palace, and especially Prince William, not for what he did that day, but for what he did just 24 hours later. First, he says that the palace has known for decades that whatever they say is going to be believed, that they have confidence and that they deserve that credit, a credit that, by the way, is running out since the death of Elizabeth of England, and since the late Queen left. The truth is that the kings have become, in the eyes of society, watch this, arrogant people. Today they face, they say, an army of millions of warriors who are on the other side of the social networks, who are at home and whose wisdom is sometimes not fairly estimated by Kensington Palace or Buckingham Palace or by any kind of advisor who advises the monarchy at the moment. He also says that what has especially angered him the most are the headlines that have appeared in the media, such as The Sun saying, "Leave Kate Middleton alone," as if somehow Kate Middleton was the one singled out when, and I insist again, the one singled out is not her. The one singled out is him and the institution. Let's be clear about that. But then he goes on to say the following: "No one is bullying the Princess of Wales. It is the Welsh communications team that has trashed Kate Middleton. He has left her at the foot of the horses," and then goes on to clarify the following. Most importantly, he says, no one thought to remind Kate Middleton's husband that on his first outing he could have done something else. At that appearance on the occasion of the Commonwealth Day service, he didn't even acknowledge the dancers and musicians playing merrily outside. William was truly unfortunate. If the public relations team, he adds, from Wales had completed their media studies, if they had done the elementary education, we might say, in crisis matters, they would surely have known how to act differently. It is really strange, he says, that William this Monday would not have made a mention, a joke. He would have removed the iron to the matter with that photograph that, as we see, has generated all kinds of headlines and all kinds of comments for having been clearly manipulated. William's series concludes. At this point, the exploitation, the slumped shoulders, the refusal to acknowledge us, the minions, unimportant people, the truth, to clarify what is going on with that photograph of his wife, or worse, as the very well-known Persmorskin challenged to publish precisely the original photo. Why not publish the original photo if the retouching was minor? If they really have the original photo, let them show it to us and we will all be reassured. They have done neither one nor the other, and this has logically generated and has fueled even more speculation and wild theories on social networks, he says.